Hello, my paper peeps. Today I want to share with you one of my creations that I pulled out from my tickle trunk. And if you're new and you don't know me, my name is Christine, and I love to create mini scrapbooks and journals and just little mini projects that I place after I'm done in my little tickle trunk. And on Fridays, I call this my Friday flip through because on Fridays it's when I might sit down with a cup of coffee and maybe just kind of peruse some of the things that I've created in the past, and now I want to share those with you. Now, people have asked me, where do you get your inspiration from? And in all honesty, they come from things like this. This is a box that I had found and came across in probably a dollar store or like a Home Sense or a Michael's, and said, I would love to recreate this. And so this is, like I said, this is where I get my inspiration from. Now, I have two of these boxes, and the reason why I have two is because I love to create for myself and for other people. And I'll show you exactly what creating for other people looks like after I've shown you how I create for myself. So this is a mini scrapbook in a box. Like many of my other scrapbooks, I love to use things around the house, maybe some leftover wallpaper, you name it. It's really kind of a junk journal in itself. So this one, I used the cinch system where you have those coils that you create the holes in your book, and then that's how you bind it. So that's the binding system in this book. Here I used some wallpaper, leftover wallpaper, and then the inserts are actually envelopes. And all I did was sealed the actual envelope, folded it in half, and then put the holes in. So I have, you can see some frames that I'm going to place in there. And then these are just mats for any photos or quotes I want to add in the journal. And then you can see I made it so that it's, perfectly fits there. And as always, I like to add metal embellishments here for the scrapbook journal. I'm always adding something on the top to embellish it and add more interest to the book. As you can see here, I tried to create what I saw in this dress. So this is just tulle and textured cardstock here with some thread. I think this is leather thread here. And then I used some mostly embossing powder with my stamping. And then here in the pocket here, you can see I just cut some pieces of paper just as a place to journal in, as well as here your mats, just in case I decide to place a photo somewhere, either here or wherever, or, even just as an insert for photos here. So I'm ready to go. And here I used some embossing again. Just a neat little skirt with a leather bustier, I guess you could say. Thought that was quite neat. And obviously the gems have fallen off here. That's supposed to go here. There. And as you can see, it's quite simple. I don't know, I liked this idea of, a nice little, and you know what? I created this one myself. This is not a die cut or anything like that. I actually created this template myself, and you know what? I'm going to look for it. Again, I did this years ago, and if I can find it, you know what? I want to give this to you for free, and I will, hopefully I can find it. I don't know. Anyways, I will look for it, and then I will put that in the description box below so you can recreate something like that yourself. And here you can see this one is actually just the bodice of a stamp that I used. And then down here, I'm trying to figure if you can actually see these. These are actually, just little flowers. And I tried to make it so that it would kind of emulate a little skirt there. Really hard to see. Something like that, which I thought was kind of neat. And then, yeah, this was actually, if I'm not mistaken, okay, it kind of looked like this, but it was, I think it was a notepad that I just cut up and then placed it. Oh, there goes my photo mats. Placed it just like that, again, inside. Now, this here, I'm going to pull that off here if you can see it. That's a hanger, but that's not one of my kids' Barbie hangers. This was actually ephemera that I found. And I think this was part of one of the Tim Holtz collections, but anyways, I thought it was just perfect for this. Now, if anyone knows where I can get more of these, I guarantee you I would love to redo or try this again in another album. Here, this one is actually just paper. This is not cardstock. So this was paper that I had stamped and turned into a dress in hopes that I could try to, here we go, there, try to emulate what's going on in this dress. So I thought I did okay. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's just one of those, like, when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a technique I have not used. Oh yeah, and here, look at, I think this down here. This is, if I am not mistaken, is your gold foil. Those gold foil strips. And I used that as her little belt there. And then this one is actual like ribbon. So that is me creating for myself. Again, keeping things that I use in my cards and then keeping it for myself somewhere in my crafting. And like I said, and because I love to journal and scrapbook, I usually place any of those card fronts pretty much in my journals and scrapbooks. So now we come down to how do I create for others? And my process is this. I usually will, if I find something that inspires me, I'll buy 2 of the same thing, okay? So I'll buy 1 box for myself where I will create a mini scrapbook or journal. And then I will buy a second box and I will create cards. Now this one I have not done because what I did was I gave all those cards away to my staff. I have a lot of staff, my husband's staff, and yeah, I made 50 cards and I wanted to keep at least 10 or 20 to place in this little gift box that I would place chocolates in with the cards, and or my favorite designer lip gloss or something like that, or chocolate or coffee or whatever with the cards, and then give this away as a hostess gift. Now, yeah, look at that. I gave them all away and I didn't save any. So that will inspire me to actually create. And you know what? Maybe I will do a video. When I find that template, I will do a video on how to put this all together because it has to happen. This would be a beautiful hostess gift. And the cards that I created with this paper, with this line was just, I loved it and I enjoyed the process. So keep your eye out for that because I will have something for that. So yeah, so that is how I create. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this flip through, this process on how I create. I think it's a great way to create if you're into making cards and journaling and scrapbooking. I think this is a really good system. If you're interested in more scrapbooks, more journals that I create, then you'll probably want to watch this playlist here that has all of the flip throughs that I've done. And then a lot of them actually have corresponding videos that show you how I did them. So if you're interested in that, make sure you watch those videos. Take care. I hope you have a fantastic week and we'll see you in all my other videos. Bye.